Good afternoon, everyone. I'm iWeather First meteorologist Richie Pergolesi on our continuing coverage of Hurricane Milton and want to provide some updates with the 11 a.m. advisory. Right now, we're taking a live look outside of the Tampa skyline. You can see raindrop just dropped on the camera lens there. Very gloomy and ominous as we're approaching the expected landfall for the storm a little bit later tonight into early tomorrow morning. Here's another look at the Port Tampa camera here, and as the camera pans, you can see all the raindrops on the lens. The camera's bouncing a little bit because they're starting to get those gusty winds of at least 20 to 30 miles per hour right now. You can see all the sky is gray there, and not many cars are out, which is a great sight to see. We don't want to see anybody out in the roadways. Your time to make preparations are now coming to a close as we anticipate the storm to hit. And here's another view of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, and I can see some drivers out there right now. You don't want to be up on that bridge. I've been on that bridge before, especially with those windy conditions and rain. It can be very dangerous. So make sure you're being mindful about if you absolutely have to go out. Here's another look here at the Naples Pier. You can see some people are taking advantage of the waves there. Got some surfers out there, maybe some boogie boards. Some people just curious and want to go out there and check it out. I actually wish I could be out there in the Naples area capturing this, or in Tampa, but I am here in the Weather Center. All right, I want to do a live demo and show you the radar scope. So let's take a look at the live radar together. Now, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch. That's that red polygon you see here, stretching all the way from Tampa all the way down through Miami and Key West. So almost everyone in South Florida and Central Florida is covered under this tornado watch. And we can actually see the eye now appearing on the radar site here. And you see those feeder bands are slowly moving up, kicking up the atmosphere, creating a lot of instability. And that's why we have this tornado watch, because we're going to be expecting tornadoes to appear as these squall lines move through. And here we can actually see them right now. If we zoom down here, we've got a couple of tornado warnings. One in Pahokee, there's a cell there moving through. Let's go ahead and switch this over to velocity, and I want to show you. So on the left-hand side is the reflectivity. That's the rain that the radar is picking up. And then on the right side of your screen is the velocity. That's the winds in the radar. And when you see a couplet like this here, that indicates that there's rotation in that thunderstorm. And let's go ahead and put this into motion here. And we can see, yep, we're definitely getting some tornadic activity with that storm. I want to go over to the next tornado warned storm here. This one just north of Moorhaven as well, just west of Lake Okeechobee. There's a potential tornado moving through with that one, and one just southwest of Cluis in there too. We have a couple more tornado warnings to talk about as well in Cape Coral, North Fort Myers, and Naples. So make sure you have at least several ways of receiving alerts, rather that be your smartphone and you have a weather app downloaded, or if you have a NOAA weather radio too. Let's switch over to the Tampa Bay radar site, and we can see a much better picture because this radar is closer to the storm, and we can see all this rain being dumped on Tampa, St. Petersburg, Brandon. Everyone on the West Coast is getting all this rain, and that's what we saw on those weather cameras there. You could see that well-defined system moving on through here, and this is going to be an all day and all overnight into tomorrow, and these feeder bands are going to be coming through back to back, wrapping around South Florida as it goes through Central Florida and wrapping back around the storm here. All right, so this is the latest on the radar here. Let's go ahead and switch back over to my slideshow. All right, here's the latest on Hurricane Milton. It has been downgraded now to a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 145 miles per hour. It is now 190 miles away from Tampa. Is now moving northeast pretty quickly now, 17 miles per hour, as that jet stream is picking up and moving it northeast now. That's what we were expecting, and it's finally doing that. The pressure has gone up a little bit to 931 millibars, which tells us that it is weakening. It did go through an advanced eye wall replacement cycle last night. So in layman's terms, essentially, as the storm is degrading, it's wobbling like a top when you spin it, and now it's spinning itself out. So with this wobble, might make a difference in terms of where it might make landfall. Could be a difference of 20, 50 miles, which can make a big difference for a lot of people, especially in terms of the storm surge there. We can see a little bit of purple there in the eye wall. That restructuring is going on here on the infrared satellite. So these are the alerts up. We've got hurricane warnings most of the West Coast and the East Coast, Jupiter on up through Jacksonville as the storm exits out. Again, that landfall is expected tonight into Thursday morning, expecting maybe around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. But I wanted to take your your attention and show you this orange color that you see on your screen here. Those are the tropical storm force winds extending out at least 300 miles from the center of circulation. So everyone in Tampa, Fort Myers, everyone in Central Florida and parts of South Florida will be receiving those tropical storm force winds and gusts. That red color that you see on your screen, that's the more concentrated hurricane force winds. That's in the eye wall of the storm, and those are going to be winds of 74 miles per hour or greater, but we might see wind gusts as well exceeding that too. So here's the official track from the National Hurricane Center. They believe that the storm is going to continue to downgrade as it makes its final approach into the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg area, losing steam there as a Category 3 storm with 125 miles per hour later today. And then as it makes that landfall, as it goes over Central Florida, as soon as these storms move over land, they immediately lose their power source, and that's when they start losing power. It's expected to go down to a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 85 miles per hour. And these are the latest ensemble models from the European models here. And you can see that it's getting a little bit tighter in its confidence. However, there's still a little bit of ambiguity. Is this going to make landfall north of Tampa, or is it going to make landfall south of Tampa, potentially Fort Myers? It's still too far out to tell, but it does appear that over the next 12 hours here, that it is going to maintain that northeast movement before it makes that northeast movement there in the next few hours. And on the timing of this too is going to be everything on the storm. Some of the models say it might slow down, some say it might speed up, but we'll update you when we get that 5 o'clock advisory later today. Here's a simulation for the wind gust here. We're going to be expecting for the South Florida area, wind gusts exceeding 40-50 miles per hour is possible with this storm all day. It's all day tonight and to tomorrow. We're going to be experiencing those tropical storm force winds, potentially hurricane force wind gusts. I want to show you a little bit closer here so we can see. So here we start the clock. This is Wednesday afternoon going to the evening. We're already seeing wind speeds 35, 40 mile per hour wind gusts in the South Florida area there. And as the storm makes landfall around the Tampa, Sarasota area there, that's when we're going to be getting the backside of the system, the dirty side of the storm, because all of that storm surge, all that energy is being pushed into South Florida. And these earliest arrival times here later today. We're actually, I looked outside today and I saw that the winds are starting to pick up just a little bit there. So you want to be mindful if you have of any trees, any loose objects around the house. You want to make sure you've got that. You've either secured it or put it inside of your home. And we're going to be getting a lot of storm surge, but it's bumped down the forecast models for Tampa Bay. They were expecting up to 15 feet. Now they bumped it down to about 8 to 12, which tells us that the storm may make a landfall more so Anna Maria Island towards Boca Grande there. And we also have that storm surge warnings all from Yankeetown all the way south through Bonita Beach and the Keys as well. Expecting at least 6 to 12 inches of rain in spots. And as we get those feeder bands coming in over and over, we're going to be getting a lot of rain here in South Florida too. The grounds are already saturated because of that other tropical disturbance that's been lingering over the past 3 days there. So just be mindful of flooding in your neighborhoods. And with that flash flooding risk, Tampa, Orlando, there's a really high chance of that flash flooding. There's a marginal chance that we might get that too in South Florida. All depends on the timing with the feeder bands and everything too. So you just want to be mindful and turn around, don't drown, stay away from any flooded roadways. And just be safe out there. So that is the latest from the Weather Center. Stay safe out there. We'll see you guys at 5 o'clock.